What's up, everyone? This is Tony with Journey Crypto. In this video, we're going to be discussing the crypto market crash we had last night, going down 10 to 20% for most cryptocurrency altcoins. We're also going to go over big news here and why I do think we're going to be on the recovery very soon, and Ethereum is going to be breaking $2,000, which also means a lot of altcoins should be moving up in general as well. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified when I make new cryptocurrency videos. Some of this information is very time sensitive, so you definitely want to hit the bell to be notified. Alright guys, so just a heads up, I'm going to be launching the $25,000 cryptocurrency giveaway coming up very soon here, as well as the crypto membership pre-sale coming up as well. So stay tuned, I will give you guys dates and times for that in videos coming up in the next few days. So jumping into the cryptocurrency markets here, we are experiencing some volatility in the markets. Something strange though is that Bitcoin didn't really dip as much as everything else. Pretty much Ethereum and every altcoin was down anywhere from 10 to 20%. So I do think because Ethereum had that drop, it dragged a lot of altcoins down with it. We did see a recovery though. Cardano ADA went as low as 70 cents and bounced back up to 90 cents. Now down a little bit again in the 80 cents range. So we are experiencing some volatility, which is normal after the crypto space has gone up so much over the last couple months. So currently my two top picks out of the top 10 are still Cardano ADA and Litecoin. I think these have huge potential not only in the short term, but throughout all of 2021. And I will do another video going over both of these and different events coming up and reasons why I believe these will be the two highest return on investment out of the top 10 here. But pretty much everything is moving up in general, but of course you want to have picks that are going to perform the best out of everything as well. So one altcoin that's actually recovering very well after that dip is Cosmos Atom. We did cover this in a recent video, and this is going to be pretty bullish throughout 2021 as well. Another competitor to Ethereum. And there is some passive income opportunities with Cosmos as well. You could stake this on Binance for pretty good APY. So that's up pretty good. I don't hold any of this right now, but I might pick up more in my next trading series. So besides that, we do have some great news in the cryptocurrency space as well. So Ethereum fundamentals signal $2,000 Ethereum price is closer than it seems. Both on-chain and trading metrics indicate Ethereum dips are meant for buying as ETH eyes $2,000. So we did have a decent ETH dip yesterday, and I do think that's what pulled everything back. Bitcoin's actually holding pretty well now, and I do think that's just because so many institutions are buying Bitcoin and everything. We're not going to see as much volatility for Bitcoin, in my opinion, the more institutions that get in. So a lot of different metrics here that do show Ethereum is very bullish, which is basically good for all altcoins in general as well. So total value locked remains in an uptrend, as you guys can see here. The total amount of ETH continues climbing. We also got exchange withdrawals indicate long-term holding, and more and more exchange withdrawals shows that people are taking Ethereum off exchanges out of circulation to hold long-term for their long-term price targets, which is great as well. Also, people holding to be able to stake Ethereum. So staking Ethereum, it's going to lock up your Ethereum for quite a while, but if you use BlockFi, you can actually earn a pretty decent APY, over 5% on your Ethereum by lending it out, and BlockFi will pay you out regularly. You can also get up to a $250 Bitcoin bonus if you sign up with my link. That's just blockfi.com/JRNY. There's links to all my recommended tools and resources for cryptocurrency in the video description if you guys do want to sign up for that. Do recommend putting your cryptocurrency to work. So Ethereum 2.0 set to undergo first hard fork upgrade, which is great news as well. Leading up to major events, like I always say, is a good indicator. This tends to get people buying more, and that will help take more crypto out of circulation, which does help push the price up. So the first Ethereum 2 hard fork is aimed to be a general test before introducing deeper changes. So we will have multiple phases of Ethereum 2 rolling out over the next couple years. This will introduce sharding to the network, which will make it faster and cheaper per transaction, which is great to reduce those gas fees. It'll also introduce staking, which you can lock your Ethereum in staking right now, but it is going to be locked for quite a while, which is why I do recommend BlockFi instead, because you can take that Ethereum out whenever needed. It's more liquid. So other major news here, Mastercard will begin facilitating cryptocurrency transactions in 2021. We also had word of Visa announcing this, and then PayPal is going to be doing this as well. PayPal has already launched 4 cryptocurrencies that you can buy, sell, and trade with, but they will be doing crypto merchant payments as well, which I think is one of the biggest things to happen in 2021 that not many people are talking about. And the launch of that is one of the reasons why Litecoin is in my top picks right now, because Litecoin is a crypto on PayPal. And I do think many people are more likely to transact with Litecoin than they are with Bitcoin. So cryptocurrencies are becoming increasingly accepted as a form of payment, and Mastercard is joining the trend. So this has been great news over the past couple weeks, but it hasn't really affected the markets much, and we do have that temporary dip. But I do think throughout 2021, as all of this rolls out and crypto becomes more accessible, more and more people are going to start buying crypto. Everyone's dollar cost averaging as well. So as I did state recently, I do think where we are right now in the crypto space is very similar to mid 2017 here. Where we went from 15 billion market cap at the beginning of 2017 to over 100 billion for the first time ever. There was a temporary correction here, as you guys can see, going from a peak of 100 and around 15 billion down to as low as around 80 billion, even less. So that's a pretty big drop in correction. But the sentiment was good and demand kept rising in the crypto space at that time. And as you guys see, we did peak out at the end of that year over 800 billion, which was 8 times higher than the first peak here of around 100 billion. So I do think we're around this mid 2017 level. And if sentiment continues and we keep getting more and more companies and institutions buying into crypto, and crypto becomes more and more accessible, I do think demand will continue rising throughout 2021, and we could peak out here and have a super cycle like we previously did, which would put the crypto space anywhere from around $7 to $12 trillion market cap, which is just insane compared to the current 1.5 trillion. So definitely huge things, and the crypto space is growing in general right now. We have to keep in mind gold alone is over $10 trillion market cap. So I definitely think cryptocurrencies are still very early, and we still have huge growth to come, but keep in mind we could have that temporary pullback like we did mid 2017 as well. So not only do we have crypto becoming much more accessible, but we also have more and more institutions getting into Bitcoin and discussing it as well. So JPMorgan and Morgan Stanley both in the past week have been discussing getting into Bitcoin. Here are the big Wall Street names warming to cryptocurrencies, article on Business Insider. So a JPMorgan co-president said he's sure banks will embrace Bitcoin at some point. An arm of Morgan Stanley is reportedly considering investing in the cryptocurrency. Wall Street firms including BlackRock and BNY Mellon are moving towards Bitcoin. Massive here. Tons of massive news over the past couple weeks, and we had Tesla announcing they bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, along with other institutions as well. So this is going to continue and have a snowball effect, in my opinion, throughout 2021. This is going to continue, and this means more and more Bitcoin and Ethereum being taken out of circulation while demand is increasing for not only institutions but also retail investors. This only means the price of cryptocurrencies will increase over time as well. So speaking of BNY Mellon, an article today, BNY Mellon's crypto entrance seeks to bridge generational adoption gap. Can BNY Mellon's entry into the crypto space provide the fuel Bitcoin needs to pass $50,000 mark, or is it an insignificant move? So of course, we have more and more good news coming of institutions and companies and retail investors piling into the crypto space. So it is very possible we have short-term dips because people are taking profits. We have to keep in mind the crypto space is up huge in the past couple months, so early adopters are taking profits. But in general, as long as demand keeps increasing, there's going to be enough demand to buy out all the early sellers. So as long as the sentiment continues throughout 2021, not only that, but we have the next stimulus package coming as well. And we haven't really seen the effects of inflation play out from all the printing of fiat currency over the past year as well. So I think the next 5 years, we're going to have massive inflation. That alone will push up the price of cryptocurrencies. But on top of that, we have institutional demand and retail demand picking up together, and crypto is becoming more accessible, which is definitely needed as well. So we have an article here about India possibly banning cryptocurrencies, and India crypto ban is like banning the internet. So cryptocurrency is like the financial internet, and if any country tries to ban cryptocurrency, they're just going to prevent their citizens from getting in on this huge wealth transfer, and that's only going to hurt their country in the long term. And there is speculation that India could be creating their own cryptocurrency as well. I saw something about this a couple days ago. So every so often we have both India and China discussing banning cryptocurrencies, and that sometimes does cause a temporary crash in the markets. But this is only going to hurt their countries in the long term, in my opinion. So Dogecoin drops 23% as Elon Musk slams Dogecoin rich list. The world's richest man giveth, and the world's richest man taketh away. So Elon Musk on Twitter did mention the Dogecoin rich list, which is basically just a list of top Dogecoin holders. So if major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the only real issue, in my opinion. So the market had a dip in general. It wasn't just Elon Musk that caused Dogecoin to crash, but he is kind of calling for top Dogecoin holders to start selling off for it to be more decentralized, which would be a good thing in the long term. So it does say the top 12 holders possessing almost 50% of the supply of Dogecoin. That's just way too much. And I'm honestly surprised these top holders haven't been dumping while Dogecoin went up to 8 cents, which is a new all-time high for Dogecoin. So that's really crazy. Either these Dogecoins are lost forever, or these people believe in Dogecoin hitting $1 and are holding out before they sell their Dogecoin. So other big news here, Cardano approaches a new major upgrade as ADA posts an inspired rally. Cardano's Merry upgrade and token gains are poised to compete with Ethereum, while metrics suggest that Ethereum is still king. So Cardano does still have a good ways to go before it is a major competitor with Ethereum. We do need the Goguen mainnet to launch. We need other major platforms to list ADA as well. And I do think all of that is coming by mid-2021, which is one of the reasons why I'm so bullish on ADA. All of these major events playing out on top of hundreds of partnerships is just going to give the spotlight to Cardano, and that is going to get a lot of new investors in ADA. So in my opinion, ADA will have better return on investment than Ethereum, but it is good that we're closing in on these major updates to the network. So if we check out Cardano here in Google Trends, we can see it's peaking at an all-time high for the past year. If we set this back to the past 5 years, we can see it's also at an all-time high, higher than its previous all-time high price, where ADA actually went to $1.20. So I do think ADA is actually quite undervalued. Leading up to these major events, I could see ADA blowing past $2 very easily in the upcoming couple months, as long as the demand for cryptocurrencies keeps rising in general for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So in my opinion, that crash last night of ADA going as low as 70 cents was a great buy-in opportunity, seeing as we're at all-time highs for this. So we could zoom in to the past day as well. So as we can see, it's on a slight increase. We did have ADA up 9%, but now we have a temporary pullback again. I do think in general throughout 2021, the prices will be rising. I think early investors in ADA are just taking some profits. So we have to keep in mind the beginning of summer, before the announcement of the Shelley mainnet roadmap, which is where I bought in, was around 5 cents per ADA. ADA at $1 would be a 20x from there, and then the mid-March crash, ADA was as low as 2 cents. So I think what we're seeing here with this market dip is a lot of early investors from early 2020 taking profits on their cryptocurrency since they're up huge. A lot of cryptocurrencies are up 10x, some even more. So I do think there's huge potential still for Cardano ADA, and I'm bullish on Litecoin as well. I think Litecoin is very undervalued for what it is and what it has coming. Litecoin is actually the only top 10 crypto that has a privacy feature along with the public transaction feature as well. They're also working on a partnership with Cardano, and Litecoin is like the silver compared to Bitcoin being the gold. And if we look at market cap, Litecoin at 14 billion, if this got to $1,000 per Litecoin, that would put it around a $70 to $75 billion market cap, which is still 1/10 of what Bitcoin's current market cap is. So with the crypto space growing in general, I could definitely see Litecoin hitting that $1,000, possibly even by mid 2021. I do think $500 is very likely after the launch of PayPal crypto merchant payments, which that should be coming in March. So that's it for today's crypto news and market update. I hope you guys found it useful. If you guys are new to the crypto space, I recommend going to my channel and checking out the cryptocurrency guides playlist here. Lots of very valuable information, and you should definitely get educated in cryptocurrency before you start investing. This video on dollar cost averaging right here as well is definitely great to see how I invest for long-term success. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, a free way to support the channel is like the video, comment below, and share this video anywhere on social media or with friends and family. I do think we're going to have a great 2021 and things are going to be growing in general, but keep in mind there can always be temporary dips, and a 10 to even 30% pullback is expected at some point. Especially the higher up we go, the harder we're going to crash at some point as well. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.